Dear colleagues, I'm Ekin Varol from Ege University, Turkey, and today I'm going to make a presentation to you. First of all, I want to thank all of you for attending, and I'm going to share my screen with you. Yes, my presentation is about using bee products on apitherapy applications for animals. Before I start, I want to give information about us to introduce ourselves to you. I'm Ekin Varol, and I'm working as a research assistant in Ege University. And my lecturer, Professor Dr. Banu Yücel, who has years of experience on beekeeping. And we are both working in beekeeping and bee products in Ege University, Faculty of Agriculture and Department of Animal Science in Turkey. Today, demand on healthy life increases concern of bee products. Bee products used to protect health and treatment. In last years, bee products used in veterinary apitherapy of farm animals intensely. For thousands of years, honey, raw bee pollen, propolis, royal jelly, and bee venom have been used and utilized for their nutraceutical benefits. As numerous studies confirming the nutritional, disease-fighting and preventing, anti-aging, immunity boosting, and skin healing properties of these blessings of honeybee. Beehive products are also very popular in foods, beverages, and goods, promoting health and skincare. Beehive products and herbs have been used by holistic veterinarians, animal caretakers or trainers, pet owners, and farmers, natural alternatives to processed, chemical, food, and medications. There are a plethora of bee goods made especially for creatures, great and small. So, before making these additions to maintain or improve the health of your pet or livestock, do your due diligence and decide which fits their particular needs best. To start with bee products, first honey. Honey can assist wound healing in livestock because honey has antibacterial and rapidly clears infective bacteria, including antibiotic-resistant strains. Honey's antibacterial property can diffuse deeply into skin tissues so that it can reach deep-seated infections. Honey also cleans wounds. Honey has a debriding effect. The osmotic effect of honey lifts dirt out of the wound beds. Dressings do not stick to the surface of the wound, allowing easy removal of dressings. The osmotic effect of honey keeps the wound moist, clean, and prevents the dressings sticking to the wound. Tissue damage and pain are reduced when dressings are changed, as there is no tearing away of newly formed tissue, and healing is more rapid. Honey also reduces scarring. The honey draws body fluids and nutrients to the wound area and so assists cell growth and prevents a scar forming as the wound is kept moist. Honey provides nutrients to tissues like vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. In the pictures, we can see the wound healing with propolis and honey application in livestock. Honey promotes more rapid healing because it stimulates tissue regeneration. Acidity of honey releases oxygen from hemoglobin, new growing cells, and needs oxygen. Honey stimulates the white blood cells. Hydrogen peroxide in honey has an insulin-like effect and promotes wound healing. Insulin is a growth hormone. Anti-inflammatory action of honey soothes and promotes healing, reduces pain and swelling. Honey also forms a protective barrier to prevent cross-infection of wounds. Also, it removes malodor from wounds by killing the bacteria which produce ammonia. Honey does not damage the surrounding tissue and minimizes the need for grafting. Also, honey reduces inflammatory edema caused by external lesions in animals, cleans the wound, and removes dead tissues. In the treatment of mastitis, there is a vast range of curative methods that may be used as an alternative to antibiotics. Homeopathy, clay therapy, phytotherapy, etc. Using of pine honeydew honey for treatment of mastitis was very effective, and 83% of the dairy cows in the study have been treated successfully. BV treatment of dairy cows with mastitis may have boosted memory defense mechanisms. This method may be an efficient option to avoid frequent administrations of antibiotics. Propolis, another bee product, is highly antiseptic. It can be applied to skin ailments like cuts, wounds, burns, bites, stings, hot spots, and big granulomas. Recently, propolis has gained popularity as a veterinary application to treat young cattle dermophytosis. A propolis liniment has also been used to treat mastitis, a potentially fatal disease of the mammary gland successfully. Its healing effects have been proven successful in combating avian diseases, viruses, paratyphoid fever, diarrhea, digestion issues, inflammation, skin ailments and wounds, and as a preventative immunity booster. Hence, that fed-up propolis supplements improved egg production, blood constituency, and hematological parameters. When we look at the studies about propolis, one of the study was the determine the effects of propolis on growth performance and neonatal diarrhea of calves. 5 females and 5 male calves from both control and propolis treatment groups, 20 Holstein calves, had been used totally. Calves in both control and treatment groups were fed with same amount of milk. Once in a day, propolis tincture were given to the calves, 2 cc in a day after milk feeding. The research was cross-sectioned for 35 days. Daily weight gain of females in control and propolis treatment groups was found 212.8 grams a day and 292.83 grams a day. Daily weight gain was found significant in females. Also, neonatal diarrhea did not observe in propolis administration group. The results to the research show that the effect of propolis administration was important on growth of calves and is very expectant for preventing neonatal diarrhea that causes serious economic loss. Propolis also affects the reproductive performance of animals with its high flavonoid content. It has been determined that propolis application has a positive effect on fetal behavior in pregnant female animals. It has been determined that propolis improves sperm production, number and quality, and increases the testosterone production process in male animals. With the application of propolis ethanol extract, successful results were obtained in the treatment of external ear diseases in dogs and mouth sores in hamsters. Also, propolis supports the immune system due to the fact that many elements like zinc, magnesium, copper, iron, manganese, nickel, and calcium. It contains create a synergistic effect and activate the antioxidant enzyme activity. In a trial conducted in male rats, it was reported that propolis increased the level of HDL cholesterol in the blood, decreased the level of LDL cholesterol, and protected the liver by balancing the release of transaminase enzymes in blood. In a similar trial, it was emphasized that propolis extract dissolved in water reduced toxicity in liver cells and regulated liver enzyme activity in male rats. Also, it has been reported that propolis has an anti-inflammatory effect in rabbits and regulates liver and kidney functions. It has been shown that the addition of propolis to the trout diet significantly reduced the urea values in the blood Nile tilapia with 2.5% propolis and pollen added to their diets. It was found that growth, reproduction, liver and kidney functions improved significantly. In the pictures, we can see the burn treatment in dogs with propolis application, and we can see the recovery in the picture too. Also, in animals, pollen caused faster weight gain in starving animals when compared to a normal diet. In fact, advocates claims that raw bee pollen increases energy, stamina, and endurance, speeds recovery from illness or injury, maintains healthy weight of sick animals, fights infections and diseases, boosts immunity, aids digestive function, promotes fertility, and it's also anti-carcinogenic. The relative weight of lymphoid organs in broilers is considered an indicator of immunity. High ambient temperature causes atrophy of lymphoid organs and the decrease in bursa weight in broilers. However, in a study, adding pollen to broiler rations significantly increased the intestinal and spleen index compared to the control group. As a similar result, demonstrated that adding pollen to broiler rations strengthens the immune system. Pollen added to broiler rations shows a protective feature against heat stress by lowering the creatine level in the blood. In addition, pollen added to the rations supports the absorption of more nutrients from placental tissue of fetus, helping its healthy development, reducing the risk of abortion, and increasing the possibility of pregnancy. Also, pollen provides high performance, especially in racehorses. When bee pollen is regularly given to horses, as its antioxidants improves breathing and digestion, stress levels, muscle, hooves, and cold condition. Raw pollen is also used as a non-prescription remedy for high fever and allergies. Animals can also be allergic to bee pollen, so slow introduction, like 1 granule per day, into their diet is strongly advised. If there are no adverse reactions or effects, then increase gradually over several weeks until a maintenance dose of 1 teaspoon per 30 lives is achieved. Another bee product, royal jelly, has also become a more widely utilized nutritional supplement. Its natural antibiotic and anti-inflammatory properties make it a natural alternative for treating arthritic or older animals and improving egg quality of female livestock. To evaluate the comparison of the efficacy of royal jelly in guinea pig tympanic membrane perforation model with untreated and control groups, prospective study using 16 adult guinea pigs, each animal underwent subtotal removal of the tympanic membrane in 1 year. Group A was treated with topical royal jelly and Group B was treated with saline. All opposite right ears were used as the control group. Examination was done with autoendoscopy on days 10, 12, and 14. The healing process was observed under the microscope and photographed for 3 months. There was no significant difference between Group A and Group B in the incidence of perforation closure. However, after 3 months, the mean thickness of the tympanic membranes was 0.11, 0.07, and 0.08 millimeters respectively in Group A, Group B, and the control. These results show that a statistically significant difference between the groups. Histologically, the tympanic membranes of Group A showed marked fibroblastic orientation and well-organized connective tissue. Application of royal jelly improved the success rate of closure as shown in the present study. This was the first study to investigate the effectiveness of royal jelly in enhancing healing in tympanic membrane perforations. And in the study, it is suggested that royal jelly is effective in increasing healing of tympanic membrane perforation in guinea pigs. We can see in the pictures the macroscopic view of royal jelly-treated tympanic membrane in a guinea pig. And in the A and B, in the B, we can see the non-treated group of tympanic membrane. Another bee product, apilarnil, is very rich in androgenic hormones, so it stimulates the spermatogenesis in males. Therefore, it is expected that apilarnil would have both androgenic and anabolic effects and can be considered as a natural alternative to drugs and chemicals to stimulate growth and sexual development. Especially since it positively affects the quantity and quality of sperm, it provides the opportunity to use high-quality male breeders for longer periods of time. It stimulates the growth of testicular weight on male broilers. In a study conducted to determine the effects of apilarnil application on growth performance and sexual development in broiler chickens, it was determined that 4 grams a day of apilarnil application to male chickens during the growth period stimulated the development of secondary sex characteristics. In another study, it was determined that it stimulates the development of the secondary sex characteristics and the secretion of testosterone in male kids of colts. Apilarnil can be used as a natural alternative to synthetic chemical steroids to promote growth and sexual performance. Bee venom is a protein containing bee products which has 50% of melatonin formed in a venom sac for defense in honeybees. Bee venom is successfully used in the treatment of arthritis, which is common in animals, horses, and dogs especially. It can be used as an alternative to antibiotics. If we look at the results and suggestions, in today's world, where natural foods are gaining importance, the fact that they are natural food and nutritional supplements brings more usability to bee products in livestock sector to the agenda. At this point, it is necessary to carry out more research to determine the characteristics, quality, quantity, and variety of bee products to be used in animal husbandry, and its potential should be determined by in vitro and in vivo studies. In the improvement of the quality of the standardization of the bee products to be used is important in terms of establishing a reliable and predictable basis for the structural complexity and variability of bee products. In addition, the cost of using bee products in livestock and the determination of investment returns by economic analysis should be evaluated in terms of sustainable use in the sector. Thanks for your attendance.